That's it. Honestly. Really. This is where I'm going to start today, clones. It's like, to quote Kwame Brown, it's like your damn birthday. It's like your bleeping birthday, clones. That is where I'm starting today. Because what we have here is a legitimate rubber-donga crisis.
Rubber-donga?
In the WNBA. Now, before I get into it, I obviously need to begin with a disclaimer. Just because I'm talking about this topic does not make this a de facto dong day. Reason for that. Dong day does not actually exist.
Dong day.
Nor does rubber donga day.
Rubber-donga?
Nor does that, quote, contract that Jarrah thinks that Micah agreed to. None of these things exist. Also, this is not me greenlighting all clones to make apparatus jokes for the next 4 hours. This is me realizing that all you will do is make apparatus jokes until I talk about this topic, so we're going to get it out of the way. I'm going to address it. One, because it is newsworthy, and two, because if I don't address it, then I'm just going to have to sift through all your bullcrap for the next 4 hours. So, sorry, Jarrah. Sorry, Jarrah. This subject matter is not about you, although it is kind of right up your alley. Hey-o. So it really happened again. Another donga on the floor.
Rubber-donga?
The third time now that this has happened. Since last week, there have been not one, not two, but 3 of these incidents during WNBA games. Now, let me give Alvin some credit in absentia, because he did bring this issue to our attention during Prize Picks last week.
Credit.
But clearly, the league did not heed our advice. I said it. I said all they need are some donga detectors. And then the problem will go away immediately. I mean, you're telling me with all the tech we have right now, we can detect metal, but we can't detect donga?
Rubber-donga?
Apparently not. Because what we have now are copycat donga tossers.
Rubber-donga?
Which should not be surprising at all, but still, of all the behaviors to see on TV or social media and say, hey, you know what? I like that. I think I'll do that. I want to copycat that. I'm inspired. I'm motivated. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, not really. In fact, not at all. Kooky as hell. But now I've got to sit here and act like, I'm not going to sit here and act like the first time I saw it that it wasn't sort of amusing, raised a few eyebrows, because, I mean, the first time it happened, I mean, I guess sort of kind of, check it out, sort of kind of amusing if you're watching on the stream. I mean, first of all, it's neon green, which I think caught everybody off guard. And then there's just that goofy reaction like, what do we do now? Well, this isn't in the handbook. What do we do in this situation? There's no etiquette. There's no protocol.
What are we doing here?
I mean, nobody wants to touch that. Nobody wants to go anywhere near that. Like, what do we do? Do we send the bomb squad in to try to defuse it? I mean, honestly. But then it's so silly. And it's so random. And it creates this awkward moment when nobody really knows how to react or what to do. So I guess it was sort of amusing in that regard. But that's why it all went viral. That's why it went so viral. But the point here is, like any joke, especially a stupid joke, it gets less funny when you tell that stupid joke over and over and over again. It's also not the safest thing in the world to be raining down giant neon rubber molds from the stands on WNBAers. A point that Sophie Cunningham made last week on X. She took to X and posted, quote, "Stop throwing dildos on the court. You're going to hurt one of us." I mean, is it really? It's all fun and games, right? Until somebody gets hurt by a flying neon dildo. It's really not too much to ask, is it? It's not too much to ask, is it? Well, yes, apparently it is. Because not only did it keep happening, Sophie herself became the latest target. She was the one who nearly got brained last night. Check it out. Incoming. Oh. She even had to do a little dance. Talk about footwork. She even had to do a little dance to get out of the way. She was actually out there dodging donga. Dodging donga.
Rubber donga.
So that little PSA that she posted obviously backfired. Let that be a lesson to the rest of the WNBA. Do not speak out against dong tossing, or you're likely to be the next one dodging dong. Dodging donga.
Rubber donga.
And even worse, you know what? Apparently that wasn't even an isolated incident last night in LA, because there's another post on X of another neon dong toss that happened at the Liberty game at Barclays Center. And the only reason why that one doesn't really count is because it never actually made it onto the floor. And instead it landed the first few rows, or in the first few rows of the seats. That didn't quite make it. But it almost hit a child. It almost hit a child. You see, this is where Donga Gate jumps the shark. I feel like it's a good time to remind any idiot out there who's listening, who is inspired, who is amused, who's thinking of smuggling their own neon toy into a WNBA game. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know the more everybody talks about it, the more likely that there's going to be copycats. I'm just telling you. I'm warning you. You better don't. Number one, it's not funny. It's not funny anymore. But more importantly, it's not even worth it. Because I'm not sure if you realize this, but if you do toss donga, they will track you down, and they will find you, and they will charge you. I'm talking about the police. That first dude who chucked that first donga last week, he's already been charged. It's criminal behavior. And no, they didn't charge him with stupidity. They could have. They charged him with 3 misdemeanors. That dude was charged with disorderly conduct, public indecency, and indecent exposure, as well as criminal trespass. He spent a night in jail because of that donga toss. Man, I hope that was worth it. Tell me that was worth it. Afterwards, he said, and I quote, "This was supposed to be a joke. This joke was supposed to go viral." End of quote. Supposed to go viral, man. Remember how I used to say, why does anybody do anything? Because they can. Now, why does anybody do anything? Because they want to go viral. Every moron in the world wants to go viral. Yeah, it was supposed to be a joke. Quote, it was supposed to be a joke. Well, the joke is on you, loser. Loser. Although mission accomplished on that viral part. That worked. Your little joke went so viral, there is now a national network of copycats and a full-blown rubber donga crisis.
Rubber donga.
A neon rubber donga crisis. And by the way, good luck explaining those 3 misdemeanors and that night in jail to your employer or your family or your friends or your kids or anybody. Family. Man, I never thought that I would see the day where I opened up this show with a discussion about sex toys and the degenerates who smuggle them into basketball games just so they can lob them onto the floor. But I had to do it. I had to do it to get the word out that it's not only moronic, it is criminal. Criminal behavior. Now, I know you clones, and I know what you're wondering. Why is it criminal at a WNBA game, but hilarious at a Buffalo Bills game? Well, that's because it is also criminal at a Bills game. I'm not trying to go all narc bra.
Narc. Brah. Narc.
Narc bra.
Narc bra.
On you, mafia. I'm just stating facts now. People have also been arrested at Bills games for doing this. Other Buffalo dong tossers have been banned from the stadium by the team for life. For life. And that's worse than a night in jail for those folks. Because what do they love more than their bills? Nothing. Is that really worth it? So no, it's not like it's allowed nor condoned in Buffalo either. And it just seems less ominous when you're talking about dudes in pads on a football field versus women in basketball uniforms on a basketball court. Again, Sophie literally had to dodge that donga. But it's not a stretch to say that it could have resulted in somebody rolling an ankle or worse. And if it did, that would be one of the dumbest and most absurd injuries in the history of all sports. Which is why, for the last time, WNBA, you specifically, and others might want to consider it, what you really need are some donga detectives, because other morons will follow suit. That's how you stop every day from being donga day.
Robert
Dong Day.
You need to take your security, instead of patting everybody down like that, and get some donga detectives installed. Hey,
Robert
believe me. I'm not here to point the finger. I can actually sympathize, empathize with the struggle. The struggle is real. How do I know? Because it's the same fight that I have to fight against the clones every single day in the jungle. Hey, Rome, when's the smack off? Hey, clones, we've covered that already. Hey, Rome, when's Donga Day?
Robert Donga.
We've covered that too. In short, don't be the idiot who throws a rubber donga on the floor only to have Caitlin Clark step on it and blow out her Achilles. There will be a lot more hell to pay than a single night in jail when that happens. Losers.
Loser.
I cannot believe it's come to this. I cannot believe I had to start the show with this. And no, clones, I didn't do it to be gratuitous, nor did I do it to give you what you want. Although I know that's what you want. It's happened 3 times in a week. It's criminal behavior. And I know that if I didn't address this right off the very top, I'd be trying to delete them faster than they come in for the next 4 hours. And I don't want to do that for the next 4 hours. I have a show to do. There were very nearly 2 in one night. 3 in the last week and nearly 2 in one night. Had that other one cleared the last few rows, it would have been official. 2 in one night. It's not official unless it hits the floor. Or the kid.